Hi everyone, Lori Whitlock here. Welcome to my YouTube channel today. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the cool new Ultimate XL Christmas Village scene that you see here in front of me. And I wanted to show you on this gridded mat that's 24 inches wide, just how big this project is. It's several sheets connected together, and then they interlock, as you can see, like that. They slide together. I'm going to take it apart and show you exactly how it goes together. But if you lay this out flat, I mean, it's wider than 24 inches. If you stand it up and make it look really cute, it's about 24 inches. If you pull it tighter, it'll be a little bit wider. Or if you like it a little closer together, it can be closer to like, let's see, 21, 22 inches. So just depending on how you set it up or how much space you have or how deep your mantle is or wherever you want to store it. But let's go ahead and start taking this apart. Right here, there's two little tabs that go into these holes. And over here, the same thing. We have two little tabs and we're just gonna unconnect to that. And these little tabs are a little bit finicky. They come apart easily sometimes, and sometimes they are a little harder. So we got the top one out and I just slide the bottom one. They look like this. They're two little hooks. I have had to bend this one to get it to go into place. So if you feel like you need to reinforce that with some tape or something, once you get it in, you can do that. But once it's together, you really don't need to ever take it apart. So, but those do need to flow freely as this opens and closes. So you can't just tape it to the back. So now that you have those apart, the whole project just slides apart. So we have, okay, we have this side over here. It's just two slits that slide apart. And over here, there's two slits that slide apart. And so this is our large piece here. Hopefully you can see all of that in this video. It looks like this. And this is our smaller piece that looks like this. So let me flip over the large piece so you can see the back of it. So you can see that this section is one sheet of green cardstock. It's going to cut the holes for the windows, the two slits here, and a little space between the trees. But that's what, and then it's got this glue tab here. And then the next section's right here. So you can fit these on separate sheets. Let me measure for you really quick. Where is 0 right here? This is 11 inches. So if you're really careful, you could fit these on, let me check the width here. It's a little bit wider than 8.5. Yeah, so you're gonna need, if you need to cut on 8.5 by 11, you probably could. You would be trimming off a little bit of this. This is probably the largest piece. Be cutting a little of your glue tab off, but I would suggest 12 by 12. Like I said, that's the second section, and here's the third section. So once you cut these out, you're just going to glue them together at these seams and then flip the whole thing over, and you're going to embellish, which is actually quite easy. If you guys have made any of my cards or any of my other projects, it's really easy. The house is just a red layer that you'll put down. And then you'll put down the glitter roof and the door and the wreath and the little bow. And that's it. Pretty simple. Just layer those right on top of that green cardstock in that position. Then you have the glitter stars. You don't have to cut those out of glitter. You could cut those out of yellow or whatever you want to cut them out of, but just those two are really simple. This section's a little more intense to put together. You've got the red cardstock behind here. And I have actually split all of this so that when it folds, it doesn't break. I actually originally cut this glitter with a dash line, and then I decided that was a bad idea. So it's going to be two separate pieces, one here and then one over here. So just be aware of that. But you'll put the red down and then the white, and then all of your little decorations and your white window frames and your tree. And then you're going to want to layer Santa. All of these pieces are layered in the file the way they should be when you put it together. I've tried to keep it about as simple as possible. You've got to put your little black antlers down first, then your brown reindeer, then your red noses and your white, little tufts of white on the front of them. You got your Santa's sleigh rein, I guess, that you put down, and then you're going to layer the sleigh and Santa just like it is in the file. So if you're worried about what layer goes where, it's all backed with a black layer here, and then there's a separate piece that comes down for the arm. It's pretty simple. Check it out in the file. Make sure when you do the little buckle that you feed the black through the yellow so that it looks like an actual buckle on that belt loop. You got an extra circle for his pom-pom and his mustache and the little holly that you'll embellish with. Okay, moving on to the last section here. We've got the cutest little car. It's backed with a white piece, and you'll just place those wheels on, and the pink piece and the little fenders and the tree. Make sure you get the little brown piece under the tree for the tree trunk. And you've got the little house piece with a glitter roof. That goes on before the entire car. So you could assemble the car separately and then glue it on after you've put the little house piece together. And again, another glitter star. So 3 glitter stars on this large piece, and that's it. The machine's going to do all the hard work for you by cutting these slits and the little tabs. This actually just has the tab slits, and the other piece is going to have the tabs that you slip in there. So really quite simple. And if you'll notice, the whole thing accordion folds up, even when it's assembled, to fold flat and store from one year to the next. So you could place this in a nice, I do a little cardboard envelope, like a UPS or FedEx envelope type, stiff card envelope, to keep it nice from one year to the next. And then you can pull it out and put it on your mantle. Isn't that awesome? I love that it stores flat, because I know that my Christmas decorations are getting a little out of control and I don't need big bulky items to store anymore. So I have a feeling that maybe you have the same problem. So on the second piece, this is what it looks like from the back. Here's the first section right here. It's going to cut all the windows, your chimney, your tree, and your glue tab, which you'll glue to the next section, which is right here. And that's going to cut out this slit that nests with the other slit on the other card. And the windows, cutting out all this cute tree decoration. Just makes the background really cute. Have little trees poking up everywhere. This slit here is cut in this last section. Here's the last section. And there is a fold score line here in the middle of the section, which is totally normal. You've got your reindeer hanging out up here in your windows. So when you flip this over, you just need to put down this house. And if you'll notice, this house is continued with the house over here where we hook that in. So you'll want to make sure that you coordinate your cardstock to match that house. Same with the house on the other end. This house is a continuation of that house. So make sure that you plan accordingly. You don't want this to be like blue and this to be red. I mean, it would be okay, but it's, looks a little bit better when it's continuous. So let's finish taking a look at how this one's layered. You've got a brown piece here that you can color any of these pieces anything you'd like. If you don't want this to be brown, you could certainly make it green or blue or whatever you decorate. It could all be silver and neutrals, whatever you decorate with for Christmas. So the brown piece goes behind all the way up through the chimney, and then this front piece, and then 2 house rooftops. Again, I did cut those as separate pieces for you so that you won't have this cracking problem that I had originally. Okay, so now you're going to put your reindeer together the same way as you did on the other layer. Add your wreath and move on to the star in this section. That's still in this section here. And this section here just has this house with all the cute windows and a wreath. And I actually think this large wreath, we somehow got it flip-flopped. It's supposed to go on this house and this wreath over here, but you can do it however you want. but just so you know, if you want to put the smaller wreath here and the larger wreath on the larger house, that might be even better. So again, I have cut this roof line right here for you so you don't have any folding or cracking issues. Same with this green. So you're going to see little pieces for here and pieces for here in your file, and then cute little snow tops that you're going to cover there. So you'll put down your red and your green and your red, and then go back with your door and your all this red up here, and then you'll put the snow on top and the glitter roof pieces on top, your door, and then this is just a little epoxy dot you can use. If not, I have cut through so you can see through the handle, but it is cute to give it a little dimension. So that is it, you guys. It looks way more complicated than it is. It's really just 2 big pieces. If you had a pro machine and the right colors of cardstock, you could cut this all out in 1 big piece. You just need to line them up, weld them together, and keep your score lines. Not too many people have a pro that I know, so for paper crafting. So if you do, you can contact me. I could even make a file for you if you wanted to be able to cut it all out in 1 piece. Okay, so let me show you again quick how to put this together. You're just going to take this side and nest the 2 slits together over here and slide that all the way up. Oh wait, I gotta make sure I get the right one forward. We gotta get this house up front. So just nest the green trees behind both layers. So you're kind of making this big scene with all the houses up here, and then you have this chunk of trees showing. We got to get that other house up in front. So you kind of rotate and get those slits to nest together, and there you go. That's the way it's supposed to look when you've got it nested properly. Now this just leaves you with the little tabs here on the end to tuck in. So you'll tuck in that top tab, and I keep having to fold the bottom one and fold it back up. And this is where, when you put it together for good, you might want to go in and reinforce those, maybe with some tape or something, just to make sure those are nice and stiff so they don't break off or slide around on you too much. Okay, so those tabs are in, so we'll go put these tabs in. Just slide that top one in. If you do it just right, you should be able to slide the bottom one up and then tuck the top one in. There we go. That one worked just fine. Okay, so there we have it all nested together and folding up. You notice how cute it is for Santa to kind of tuck behind this house. That looks cool. And the reindeer kind of make a little scene there. And I'm just going to fold everything flat so you can see how it folds flat when it's all nested together. See, everything will go nice and flat for storage and then pop up for putting on your mantle. Isn't that the cutest? You could use this for a table decoration, a mantle decoration, party decoration. You guys, there's so many cute places in your house that this could go. I hope you enjoy making this Ultimate XL Christmas Village scene, and leave me some comments here. I've been thinking about making this scene into some other things, like maybe a nativity, or I don't know. Give me your ideas. Let me know what you'd like to see, and I will see you all in another video. Have fun making this project. Bye-bye.